Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Cigar Lounge. My name is Aaron Paoletta. I'm joined with me, as always, John Hunter.
Oh wow, you can't remember me.
I
huh?
can't remember shit. Shooting too many of these.
Yep.
Today we have an interesting smoke. I can say that it's not my favorite. The only one that I had before I was not a fan of. So I'm hoping that it was maybe just the sour one of the batch, and today I'm going to have a better enjoyment out of this one. But today is the Alec Bradley Black Market. And for those of you who have watched the show at all or know me personally, know that I am a huge fan of Alec Bradley. So it actually pains me to say that I am not a fan of this.
Can't like them all.
Well, but you can. But you can like them all. And I have so far. This is the only one by Alec Bradley that I just don't like.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that it was just that one. I'm hoping it was just the sour apple in the batch, and this one's going to be better.
We've come across cigars that, like, one before was great, and the next one it was just...
Actually, yeah, because we did not air the very first filming that we did. We called that our dress rehearsal because, to be honest with you, it was horrible.
Yeah, I fucked it up.
It was very bad. But we had the Cusano P1, and I used to stock those religiously in my humidor. I'd buy those a box at a time. And it was bad. I'm glad we didn't.
It was the first one I ever had, and I don't think I'll give it a second chance.
You know, it got hot and ashy around about halfway.
Yeah, about half.
Which was weird. It didn't even make it to the final. We cut filming. That was it. Threw right in the thing and done. But moving into this one, I'm hoping that this one's a little better.
Well, it's got a good smell.
Well,
good
it does.
Start.
I mean, it's got a nice chocolatey, like a cocoa powder aroma to it.
I definitely smell the chocolate. I definitely.
Oh yeah, it's there. It's there big time. I mean, a beautiful dark. Now see, these are my kind of cigars. I like the dark.
Yeah. These are a little oily too. Wow.
Yeah, they have a little bit of a sheen to them. Not too many veins on them. They're actually pretty decent. Nice earthy smell. But the veins are pretty mild.
What kind of wrappers on this? You know?
You think I would have known? A good one.
Yeah.
Let's go with that for now. I don't actually know what wrapper is on this. That's something I didn't even think. You know what? We're gonna Weege. She's already writing it down. we're gonna have to put that in the notes because
I can tell you how
I goofed.
I can tell you how Alec Bradley has all of his wrappers chosen. They picked.
Save that for the second half.
Okay,
Let's get into the because
I'm excited about some of their information, and they really care. They really do.
That's why I say it's very difficult for me to say that I wasn't a fan of this. I'm hoping that it was just a bad one, so we can get into it. Dude, this has impeccable construction on it. You can't see where it was put together. The veins are very mild on it. I mean, this is just. I hope. See, my last one didn't look like this. It was veiny as all hell. It looked like what do we call Graham's pipes? You could see because she was older. You could see all the veins. We called them pipes. The last one of these I had, dude, it looked like pipes running through it.
Must have been an end of the very
someone who made it didn't care very much. Didn't put any love into it. But instead of smelling this, how about we crack into this?
Wait on you.
Wait on me
for once.
Interesting dry draw. Definitely get that cocoa in there.
Wow.
There's some zest.
Yeah, some spice.
There's that like a lemon, citrusy.
I'm liking this bad boy.
Well, they beat me to it today.
You know, I've been looking forward to having our cigar all day.
Okay, it was a bad cigar. Because right off the bat, this tastes 100 times better than the first one I had. This is way better.
Motherfucker, light. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's got some citrus. That's very bold. Speaking of bold, I guess I am going to bring it up in this episode. We were actually supposed to film yesterday, this episode, and me being a dumbass, I got Nick sick or cigar sickness. So here's how to avoid that. Don't smoke 3, 4, 5 cigars in one day at one time. Because no matter whether you're breathing these in or not, it doesn't matter. The tobacco or the nicotine is still going through the pores of your tongue, through your mouth. You're still swallowing it. You can still get nicotine poisoning.
Yeah.
And I did. And I did not feel good.
Yeah.
I'm testing cigars, so
yeah.
I made a mistake. I tried to test way too many in one day, and me an idiot.
Yeah. I've gotten Nick sick off of vaping. So.
Yeah. I've done that too. I quit vaping like 6 months ago.
Been a little while for me.
That is better, way better than the other one that I had before, though. Just so you know, though, since I was talking about cigar sickness, I don't care if you're an experienced aficionado or if you were just someone who's getting into it. The term green, feeling green after something, that's exactly what it did. But the symptoms of that, out of nowhere, like let's say an hour after you get that in, you're smoking this cigar.
Yeah.
Your stomach's going to start, and I'm not talking like deep in your stomach. I'm talking like right here, right underneath your whatever this is.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Your diaphragm,
yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, right here, you're going to feel it, and all of a sudden, it's going to hit you, and you're puking right now. It's coming right now, and it's not even a lot of puke. It's just the bile. It just upset your stomach enough to make you throw it up, and you're done. Best way to get away from that: drink something or eat something very sugary, because it's the bitter that makes you. That's why you gag. It's the bitter on the back of your tongue. So drink something sugary, eat something sugary, and it'll kind of get rid of it a little bit. Or just eat oodles. That's what I do. Yeah. The hell with it. Oodles is where we go with it. But I also forgot to say about this cigar that Cigar International, and that's another company that I buy cigars from. Cigar International said that, and I don't know, don't quote me 100%, but something to the effect of, this is so good it should be illegal. That's what they said.
Yeah.
I can't say I agree with them or the illegal part, but it is tasty. It's way better than the last one that I had.
How's it burning on you?
Mine, it's not straight. But then again, I don't think I lit it straight.
Yeah.
You had it worse than the one you had.
Yes, our last episode.
The last time, was that? What the hell was it? Oh, the Black Ops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty
bad. Mountain.
Yeah, you had some. But no, just as we're digging into this first third here, because we got a sponsor break coming up here real quick. I got some sweetness going on, but this is a very bold, so far like a medium bold.
Yeah.
And that zesty too, like a lemon lime, something like that.
I personally think this cigar would go good with a deep coffee, like a Colombian coffee. Or
you don't think you'd want something to offset that though? This is a dark cigar. You'd want something light. I mean, I'm all for espresso. I can't stand.
Yeah.
If you're gonna drink like a breakfast blend, that needs like piss water.
Yeah.
I ain't drinking that. It's sweet though, like a honey. Like this is actually pretty. This is all around better than the other one I had. See, that just goes to show you, have 2 or 3 before you make your judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah, very tasty though. But we do actually have to go into a short sponsor break. But when we come back, John actually has some information about Alec Bradley, which I'm all for because I love Alec Bradley. I think
Alec Bradley is your favorite company.
Alec Bradley, aside from Arturo Fuente, is my favorite. But we will get to that when we come back from this short sponsor break. Stick with us. We'll see you soon.
The Cigar Lounge is sponsored in part by Rockstar Divisions. Get yourself the Rockstar treatment today. We offer lawn care, landscaping, tree services, and leaf removal. Whether it's spring, summer, or fall, we have the services for you. Give us a call today, 724-605-5135, and get the Rockstar treatment that you deserve. La Vega Cigar Company by Aaron Paoletta, brought to you today by Wurby Films. Get your La Vega cigar today. Choose from the Il Primo or the Il Segundo, sold exclusively by Wurby Films and the Cigar Lounge Cigar Show.
Weege Photography believes in all your adventures. From graduating seniors to capturing the magic of your wedding day, to corporate events and restaurant openings, and everything in between. Weege Photography is here to tell your story. Photographer Alexa Paoletta believes in a simple approach, that no vision, dream, or memory to be made magic should ever be out of reach. For more information, visit weegeworks.com.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is actually, normally we're farther along into these cigars when those sponsor breaks are over, but this one's actually burning pretty slow, so I'm still not even well into my first third here. But so far, it's pretty much the same profile that when we left from the first segment till now. It's got that cocoa, and I'm not talking like chocolate, I'm talking like cocoa powder. A very earthy flavor. I'm tasting some citrus, like some lemon, not quite lime, because lime's got that kind of sweet to it.
Yeah.
But I am tasting sweet on the other hand, though.
It is very consistent. I'm getting a lot of the cocoa, like the powder, that little bit of bitter. It's got like a zest, like a little.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, it's lemon.
Yeah.
It's because it's not sweet like an orange would be or a lime would be. But no, we did say before we went on to that little break there, when we came back, you were going to actually give some information about Alec Bradley. I think it's very important on these shows, and I'm sure you guys will agree that to know the history of the makers is pretty important. And especially you did say that this is my favorite. This is not my favorite company, but it is top 3. Arturo Fuente is actually my favorite company, and then Davidoff, and then I'm a huge fan of Alec Bradley. So to put them in the ring with those other 2 names that are just giants in the cigar industry, kudos, Alec Bradley. I am a huge fan of your stuff, and thankfully I can say that about this one now too. But give some information though.
I do, and actually the more we've gotten into this, I've gotten a little better on finding my history and keeping my notes, because everything's a learning curve. But let me grab my notes. That way I'm not wrong. And if I'm ever wrong on something and somebody knows what actually happened, if something, please let us know, and I will correct on a later show.
Correction, don't let us know, let him know.
Yeah, let me know.
Because I will already let him know when the cameras get turned off.
But do you know when this company started?
I don't. I know that it started because he named it after his 2 sons. I do know that.
1996.
96, that's not very old.
It's 16,
that's 25 years old?
Yep, 24, 25 years ago. Yep. Do you know how many different tobacco let me rephrase this. There are 4 different countries of tobacco in this cigar. Yep. And I couldn't find what countries, and trust me, I spent hours looking to try to find what countries are actually put into one cigar.
See, and that's the thing too. I want to go on record here and saying we don't just get on camera and blather on like a bunch of idiots. We actually do our research and try to give you the best information that we can possibly find.
Yeah. And one of the things I found about how they choose their wrappers, they go out into the field, they handpick all their leaves, they get them back, and then they sort them out. They sort them out by their shape, their size, their color, and then they age them. So every wrapper is handpicked by somebody that's appointed for it, and then they're aged. So literally, like what they put into these cigars is pretty amazing, especially for a company that hasn't been around that long, and they're really going with the old days.
Well, and that's good too, because you want the company, the people that work there. We talked about it before, having love for what you do. I love what I do. It doesn't matter if I'm taking out the trash. Well, I hate taking out the trash at my house, but I love the fact that I'm able to take out the trash.
Yeah.
I don't want to be confined somewhere. I love everything that I do in life, and if you don't, it's very noticeable. When I was in Vegas as a chef, you could tell if somebody on the line did not put their heart and soul into that plate. And it's not what you see on TV like the Hell's Kitchen and all. It's kind of like that depending on what restaurant you work into, but it's not like that and it's not like that in every restaurant where everything goes to one person and then they do the final assembly. No,
Yeah.
you assemble what dishes are on your
ticket.
on your station.
Yeah.
And everybody's got a station. And actually, you can even ask Weege. I mean, Weege worked in the hotel, in the kitchen, and my wife was a server. I mean, you have to love what you do. And the fact that you took 40, 50, 60 acres and put it inside this thing for me to enjoy, that's love, man. And that's art, too. I'm a very artistic person.
Yep.
This is art.
Yeah, and it's
just art you can smoke.
If you watch how they do them, they make it look so easy, but you got to think these people that have been rolling these cigars, they make it a living, a lifestyle, and it's an art, and every roller is different. Like, you can see it in a different cigar. You know what I mean? I bet you if we put our cigars side by side, you can tell that probably they were rolled by two different people.
It could be. Actually, you know what, Weege? Mark this down in the notes. We will actually attach another link to a video in the description bar of this video. It's from the Davidoff Company, and they actually somebody took the time to go through there and show how their rollers do it.
Yeah.
So put that on the list. Yeah, Weege.
Cigar Aficionado scored this a 93.
Okay, any cigar that's rated in the 90s in my book is top shelf.
Yeah. I also seen a couple other sites that rated it anywhere from a 91 to a 93. So it's in the 90s, man.
I gave it an 89 when I first tested it.
Yeah.
Oh, I lied. Bring out the old book. Let's see what I rated it. I know I was not a happy camper. I do know that for a fact.
The Alec Bradley Company also originated in Honduras.
I lied. I rated this at an 88. And it was for the sheer fact of the inconsistent flavor that I had. That's why I rated it at an 88.
Yeah. I'm having a pretty consistent taste. I mean, it hasn't really changed much.
Well, I'm changing my mind now. I'm taking back that original 88.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't go. I'd maybe give this a 91, 92. But then again, these ratings, it's like anything else. Food critics, wine critics, cigar critics. It's down to the person's personal taste. Okay. Yeah. For me, I like bold cigars.
See,
I like thick espresso or really deep coffee.
Yeah.
You hand me something thin, I'm like, what is this horse piss? And I'm going to give it a bad review because I don't like it. That's just not what I prefer.
Yeah.
So you can't take the rating so much. It's a good starting point, but you really got to try it for yourself. What else you got on Alec Bradley? Anything else?
Other than the company started in Honduras, and they're growing just like Ashton and some of the other big cigar companies.
Well,
they're everywhere I go. Alec Bradley is everywhere.
We've got like four or five more in this season of Alec Bradley. So hopefully we can dig up some more information. And each time we'll try to bring them.
I only picked out a few little things because I'd like to talk about a little bit of something here and there on every cigar we talk about.
Well, we're going to have to be rolling into another break here, but before we do, let me get into real quick, because I always bring out some of my ones with my cigar aficionado friend, Mr. K. Went over the Purple Rain. That was a phenomenal smoke. What else do we got? I said I was going to talk about the Padron. Because Padron and Fuente are making cigars for, the passing of each other. So I was able to have the Padron 50th anniversary. The damn thing has a serial number on that. Wow. I don't know.
That's dedication.
Right? So this Padron, I gave it a 96. I didn't even bother looking up who gave it what because I don't give a shit what anybody else rated it. This thing was phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. I think it took me and Mr. K 2.5 hours to smoke this thing. That was a beautiful night. Great conversation. This thing was phenomenal. We'll post the review. If it doesn't go up the same day the video does, then one way or another I will get this up because it was great. If you have the $40 per stick, go get one. Sit down, enjoy it, and have a good night with it. But that's where we're at there. When we come back from another short sponsor break, we're going to be getting into our 2020s. If you missed them, our 2021 releases. Hopefully we're a little farther along in this, and we will continue from there. Stick around. We'll see you here shortly.
The Cigar Lounge is sponsored in part by Rockstar Divisions. Get yourself the Rockstar treatment today. We offer lawn care, landscaping, tree services, and leaf removal. Whether it's spring, summer, or fall, we have the services for you. Give us a call today, 724-605-5135, and get the Rockstar treatment that you deserve. La Vega Cigar Company by Aaron Paoletta, brought to you today by Wurby Films. Get your La Vega cigar today. Choose from the Il Primo or the Il Segundo, sold exclusively by Wurby Films and the Cigar Lounge Cigar Show.
Weege Photography believes in all your adventures. From graduating seniors to capturing the magic of your wedding day to corporate events and restaurant openings and everything in between. Weege Photography is here to tell your story. Photographer Alexa Paoletta believes in a simple approach, that no vision, dream, or memory to be made magic should ever be out of reach. For more information, visit weegeworks.com.
Hey guys, welcome back. We are in the final segment of today's show. Very slow burning. I'm maybe getting ready to cross into my second third. So far, all the flavors have been consistent.
Very consistent. Very.
So I'm going to say that this is a single profile, not single flavor profile, but single profile whole way through so far. If it changes, we'll put that in the write-up of this. But so far, everything is pretty much the same. Nothing's really shifted around on me too much.
Out of a lot of the cigars that I've tried and smoked, this cigar is holding its flavor very consistent. Very consistent.
I would have to agree with that. But this is the point of the show where we get into those 2020s that if some of you missed and the new 2021, so go with the 2020s.
Yeah.
Because we have a shitload of releases that happened in 2020.
Yeah.
I've got a whole folder of them on there. And prepare for him to butcher the shit out of these words.
As always, you guys might as well already know I'm going to. A lot of Alec Bradley's. There's some more of the markets, the Estili, the Filthy Hooligan, the Filthy Hooligan Shamrock. Those are all, well, the Estili Diamond. Market Estili Diamond was released in 10-1. So that's only a few months ago. And the Filthy Hooligan Shamrock was released in February, beginning of 2020. What else is on here? The Caribbean Classic Churchill. That was released in the very end of January, so about a year ago now. Caribbean Classic Gordo, yeah.
Gordo.
Okay. And the Caribbean Classic Robusto. Those were released at the beginning of the year. All from Alec Bradley. You got
so he kind of puts out something for everybody. Is essentially what that comes down to.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cigars in 2 months.
And that's just what you have on that paper.
Yeah. That's just this fucking top page here. The rest of them we'll get into another day. Holy shit.
Yes, there's a ton of them. I got the 2021s. Yeah. Let's go into this here real quick. Oh, let's see. Oh, Cohiba came out with another one, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce this.
Oh, come on, enlighten me.
No.
I'd like to hear this one.
No, it's so bad. I should have gave you the 2021s to say, because you'd have butchered this one. Anyway, it's coming from Cuba. The factory is undisclosed. This is a brand new line, and as of today, there is no release date. Crowned Heads PCA. They haven't disclosed pretty much anything about this other than it's a brand new line, and that's the 2021 exclusive. The Crowned Heads, the Lost Angel 2020 has been delayed. That's interesting. And
have you ever come across this cigar?
No, there's some on here that I have not come across. As a matter of fact, the 5 that I'm reading off right now, I've never even heard of. But that's the beauty about this, because I've never heard of them. I'd have to ask Mr. K if he's heard of them, or if he even would entertain them. And maybe we'll just start trying to track these down, put them on some special episodes.
When I was researching these cigars, I was coming across like the Ely and the Diamond one.
That is not how you say that.
Estili. Okay.
Go on with it.
But yeah, I was coming across some of them as I was researching for this cigar.
Let's see, the Falto edition ELH 2018 is coming from the Dominican Republic. La Oria Cigar Factory, and it's set to release March this year. So, what are we, third episode? So this will be, that cigar will be released by the time this episode is actually released.
Okay.
So then we got the Four Kicks Kappa special. That one's coming from the Dominican Republic. It's a line extension, so they must already have that particular name already out. They're just adding to that line. And there is no release date as of right now. So only one of them had a release date. You want this information, Half Wheel's where to go. We say that every single time. That's where we get our information from. I mean, there's other sources that we have that we get information from, but if you want new releases, old releases, just go to Half Wheel. They've got everything you could possibly imagine.
You know what? I can just a guess, but I can probably guess why a lot of the 21s aren't scheduled to be released yet. Because it's election year.
Election's over, though. Even as of the filming of this, the election's over.
It hasn't started. The new tariffs and that for different countries,
yeah,
maybe that's holding them up.
Maybe, or it could be the fact that this COVID nonsense has delayed everybody worldwide.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, because I went into Boxcar Cigar in Villan, Pennsylvania. They will be on a special episode that we have coming up. I went down there to grab something, and they told me flat out, they couldn't even, the one cigar I went for, they couldn't get because of COVID. The factories weren't producing as much as they were. So it's not just hitting small towns and big. I mean, it's hitting everything.
Yeah,
everybody is being affected by this. I'm just gonna let it go because I have my own thoughts on that. And this is not a political show, so I treat this like my home. I keep politics out of it.
Yeah,
but with them 2020s that he read off. I mean, we've got tons more. Christ, you probably read the rest of those things, though, dude. I've got more 2020s.
Literally, this whole page is nothing but Alec Bradley.
Well, you know what? The hell with it. Read them off. We've got tons of those.
Yeah, we got the Alec Bradley Caribbean Classic Turos. The Toro. I like Turo. Okay.
Weege does not like. You want to get over here and give that face on camera? Weege does not like Toro. Oh my God.
Here you go. You guys are going to like this one. The Corinthian Leather. Corinthian Leather, yeah.
Read it twice.
Yeah, it's Corinthian Leather. I'm telling you. That's what this is. I'm still proud. The Fashionably Late. Hey, that cigar is for me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Not fashionably. He's just late.
The Highway Child. Alec Bradley, where do you come up with some of these names?
I think he does it old school. He just throws a knife into a book, and whatever names pop up is what he uses. I would actually like to meet the founder of Alec Bradley.
Yeah. From some of the history and that, they're very family oriented. And that's a company that I wouldn't mind meeting the owners.
But then again, I would also, just in case he's listening, Carlos Fuente Jr., I would like to meet you too.
Yeah.
Carlos Fuente Jr.
What else have we got on here? The Paper Tiger. And 40 Maduro 0550. Huh. And another 40 Maduro 06.52. Now I'm not. What's with the numbers? Do you have any idea?
Let me see.
The last two.
Because if I have to go off of him saying them, I really have no idea. Oh, let's see here. Nope, ain't got a damn clue.
Well, at least I ain't the only one.
We'll research that more.
Yep. And all these cigars that I read are coming from either Nicaragua or Honduras.
That seems to be his tobacco of choice.
Yeah.
Like
like I said, they started in Honduras, so.
That's true. Those are our 2020 and 2021 releases. We're going to be wrapping it up here real quick. I'm just now crossing into my second, third. Solid profile, single profile. Nothing's really changed. It's all around. I'm glad I was able to have this. I'm glad we put it on here because it's outdid the first one that I had. Maybe I just got a dud. But that's it for this episode. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks where we are doing, what are we doing?
The 50th, the Exodus.
Oh, yes, the Carlos Toronto Exodus 1959 50-year edition.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys on the next episode. Have a good smoke.